guys, welcome back to Shadow Street. Today we're going to be talking about my hospital background. I'm sick, I'm tired, and I'm bored of remaking this video. Sorry guys, but that is really how I feel. I am actually sick, and I'm not even in school because I was really sick and my throat really hurt. But I'm on cold medicine right now, so basically I'm hurting myself, but I can't feel it. Great. Sorry, that just made me laugh. And if you're not new to this channel, you will notice that I do have a very big change in my look. I got a haircut. I went from having my hair all the way down to my waist to actually having my hair literally not even to my neck, barely even past my ear on this side, just on my ear on this side. And if you know what this cut is, if you can guess it, and in my next video, I will reveal what type of cut it is. I will literally show you. Well, I can't really. I'm literally sitting for episodes, but I have the back of my head shaved, and then the front of my head, 2 different angles. You know, if you can figure out what cut this is, comment it down below, and I'll reveal the answer later. It's kind of like a little game. Not going to focus this too much on this. This is my medical history video, and this is the 4th, let's see, 5th time making this. I'm not happy with all my other results, and I am getting annoyed of making this video, but it is okay. So this is my side. And obviously my side's going to be a little bit more different than everybody else in my family, because a lot of this stuff started when I was a baby, so I don't really remember getting it. Like, you know, it's not like you remember walking your first 2 steps. And I don't remember having my first 3 health problems. But you know, life is life. Alright, so let's start off right away because I am bored of making this video. When I was first born, I was born with my esophagus detached. Yes, that sounds bad, but my esophagus was not attached right, and they had to sew it together, and I had to have a tube down in my nose, down into my stomach that literally fed me because I could not eat at the time, and my veins were too small for them to give me an IV so I can eat. And obviously, as a baby, you need to eat a lot, especially on your first few weeks. And basically, when I was born, everybody who came to see me couldn't even see me get born. So as soon as I was born, I was taken into surgery. And I get told I'm very lucky to live, because if I was alive different years, like a few years before that, I probably wouldn't even be living because I wouldn't have the technology to save my life. Because of my esophagus, and then I also had to get spine surgery, which was because my spine had a vein wrapped around it. My mom's alarm's going off, but a vein wrapped around it. And since I had to have a vein wrapped around it, I didn't mean I had to, but they had to I'm sorry, the alarm's so annoying, it's making my brain stop. But they had to take my spine, break it, not actually break it, I'm short, and then straighten out the vein, and then put the spine back together. But they did it when I was younger because it takes less time to heal than when I'm older. Obviously, if I would have gotten it now, it'd take months. Back then, when I was younger, it took weeks. Pretty simple there. Painful, but simple. But I don't even remember the pain because, you know, young. I have lung problems. I was born with lung problems. I don't know what it's called. It's very difficult to pronounce, and it's kind of like asthma, but I don't get asthma attacks, and I have a lot of symptoms of asthma though. And then I also was born with a horseshoe kidney, which is very common. Probably 10 out of 20 of my viewers have it. It is super common. That's a little exaggeration, but seriously, it's so common. Just means I have a kidney that is 1 instead of 2, and now if that gets injured, I have to get a totally new one / a transplant because I only had one that is in the shape of a horseshoe. Sorry if that's the kidney is not the right part of or it's not the right organ, but that is the one I think it is. I have a lot to memorize, and this is when I was just born, man. And then I've also was born with a heart problem. No, I don't know what it is. No, I'm not sure why. Just did. That was very bad timing. I have that, and that's really when I was born. Now, actually, a little story for my spine surgery. When I first got taken home after that 8 weeks, I was not even in my own home for 8 weeks after I was born. But I did get taken home after 8 weeks. Then after my 8 weeks, I got taken home. 8 weeks or 8 months. I think 8 weeks. 8 months sounds too long. Basically in there for half a year. I'm pretty sure it was 8 weeks. But basically 8 weeks. Came home. Guess what I tried to do as soon as I got home? Walk. My dad was scared and literally called the doctor, making sure that this is okay, that I'm literally trying to walk after my spine surgery. And the doctor said, yeah, obviously, if she's trying to walk, it doesn't hurt too bad. Because if you know, when you're a baby, if it hurts, you're not going to try to do it. If it hurts, you're not going to try to do it. It's common sense that teenagers don't have, but babies do. Weird, huh? When you develop more, you get a lot stupider. Sorry. Teenagers are just dumb. I have to be honest. Well, they lack the common sense, really. I took this 4 other times and I did not have this much background noise. I'm not taking this again. No, not taking it again. Anywho, so that's my lovely story of the video. Well, that's one of the stories. I don't know if I'll share the other story this video, but I don't know if I said this already, but this is once again my side of the story. So if you want to hear my other family member's side, I will do a whole other video where I will try to get my brother, my mom, and my dad, and maybe even some surprise guests that are my grandparents, which is shout out to Handicapped Traveler, and so we'll have Mr. Handicapped Traveler, and Mrs. Handicapped Traveler on here, which is my grandparents, and they'll also answer do their side of the story. Now, their sides of the story will either be a lot more interesting or a lot less. Depends on who I am talking about. And we'll do interviews with that. If you want to see that, comment down below saying, basically saying that you would like to see that and who exactly in my family you would like to hear. You can ask for my aunt, my dad, my mom, my brother, my uncle. You could also ask for, like, anybody in my family. If you don't know who's all in my family, just guess, like, I want to see an aunt or an uncle or a grandparent. Just random part of a family, and you want to see their side of the story, comment that below, and I will try my best to make another video and the family members in it. Alright, so now that I did that little segment, I am sorry, I'm everywhere. So, I have a weak immune system because of all my health problems. And honestly, I was getting sick left and right, even in kindergarten. Like, I got my tonsils taken out in 1st grade. That's also another surgery. And in 1st grade, I also got tubes in my ears because I would get earaches constantly. And honestly, they already fell out because I'm a teenager by now. And I might... Doctors didn't say this, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to need tubes in my ears again. Because I'm still getting earaches constantly. It's just lovely. And if you don't know about my recent throat surgery, then you really didn't even watch my throat surgery video, and it's... Go watch it. I mean, come on. Anywho, that would be my lower esophagus is shrinked because of my acid reflux. If I did not mention it, I also have an acid reflux disease, which is not contagious, but I just have it all the time. And I use things like Tums and every other thing. And if you have acid reflux, I would recommend, like, get acid reflux from eating too much hot wings or something. Tums, and it is literally says here that it's literally super safe. And it does warn you, ask a doctor or a physician before using it. Use of, if you are, any of the things under it. Obviously, read the back to know. But I do recommend to have Tums. It's pretty safe. And honestly, the only things on here that say if you're an adult or 12 years older, just use 2 to 4 tablets instead of, younger use less. Like, this is super safe. If you accidentally mistake this, it won't kill you. I don't know why. I'm not getting sponsored for them. Just, they are just so... I don't know why I'm not know why I'm telling you this. But seriously, they are super helpful for acid reflux. But I have acid all the time, and I have to take pills for it, and if I accidentally don't take my pills, I'll get acid reflux normally, like you guys would get, except, to my opinion, 10 times stupid worse. Molten lava in your throat. That's always how I described it. If a doctor ever asked, I would always say it feels like molten lava in your throat. It is. It's how it feels. But, yeah. If you guys get acid reflux, just a tip, Tums. Extinguishes it instantly if you don't have acid reflux disease really bad like me. No, not sponsored by Tums or any sponsor. That's basically that. I can't really think of anything else to add. But yeah, it's pretty simple. Okay, so now for the test results, on my CT scan, and then also what my bone doctor said. Alright, so my CT scan came in, and literally I have a growth in my left arm, and if you don't, left humerus, which is on your left arm, literally. It's like right here. If I can remember the doctor right. Yeah, it's right here. And if you don't know what the growth is, it is something that they don't know what it is. It is just growing, it is just something growing on a bone. They don't know what it is yet. Usually, if it's not just a growth, it is something else. It can... Now, if you have a growth, the biggest thing they would worry about is cancer. Cancer can be in a growth, and it is scary. Nobody told me this, by the way, until I literally went to the doctor and they said, oh yeah, it's not cancer. And I'm like, that was a possibility and you didn't tell me? Yeah, that was lovely. Yeah, that was lovely. But yes, I went to and then the bone doctor said that my growth is not cancer, but they don't know how long it's been there, so I have to watch it for a year because I never had anything from my surgeries or scans or x-rays or anything at this point that even looks at my left humerus. Usually it's all like here down because it's mostly for my stomach issues, mostly for acid reflux. And if not, it's from here up to here for my throat. So it's like always misses my humerus. So we only found it that time, and they say it's not cancer. Because if it's, because ow, because if it was cancer, it would look spiky and not clean. But my growth that I have on my arm, you can basically draw a outline out of it, and that basically means that you don't have cancer. Now, I'm not a doctor, but to my opinion, if this growth is new, then what if it can form into the, like, what if cancer doesn't start out that way and it looks like that and then it goes spiky? But I look negative. That's why I'm saying this. That's how I look at this. But my next appointment is around Thanksgiving, which is just great. Who doesn't love having a checkup before you say what you're thankful for? And then I also got my narrowing in my spine. I got told that, and yes, young people can have back problems. I do. Once again, I made this video 4 times, so if I repeat myself, I just don't know if I did. But yes, for all those older people, young people can have back problems too. I have narrowing in my spine, and I get back pain constantly. It's lovely. I basically have an arched back, but it's not too arched to where people don't usually notice it. Honestly, unless you like actually like purposely look at me, like that's how you can tell I have an arched back. But it's so little. It's like if this is straight back, this is my arched back. It's so little. But if you ever see me in a video going like this or like this, like or straightening my back at all, that's why. It's because I need to remember to keep my back straight because I don't naturally have my back straight up. I'm sure I missed something in here because I am so filled with hospital history. I know I missed something. But there's stories that people can tell. There's stories I can tell. There's stories people can tell about my health problems. Once again, if you want me to get more detail and have other people come in here and tell their side of the story about my health problems, then make sure to comment down below. You can easily just say, I want you to make that video. Obviously, don't just say, comment, I want you to make that video, because I'm going to be like, what video? But I will say, if too many of you comment down there next year, I'm not going to make the video, because I'm not going to look at those comments. So I will give this a deadline. Let's see here. I have my phone. I'll look at the calendar. It is currently September. We'll say, I'll keep an eye on this. How close is it to New Year's? I will never know because my phone won't let me. Okay, I'm sorry. My phone's glitching real bad. Alright, I see September, October. I don't really want to do you guys in October and say The deadline's October because it is going to be filled with amazing Halloween, and that is my favorite time of the year, by the way. All those Halloween lovers, yes, I literally already have my room I already started decorating my room for Halloween. And actually, I had to take a Halloween decoration down right here because I'm not allowed to put that Halloween decoration on YouTube. My friends kind of are concerned. Actually, it's a yearly decoration because my room's medieval, old-fashioned little girl's room all together. And some people are worried about me, but medieval, come on, it's medieval and Halloween kind of match sometimes. Anywho, so we won't do it in October because that's my favorite time, is Halloween. Then November, you get your Thanksgiving. We're not going to be thankful for my health problems. December is technically Christmas at the end. And then New Year. You know what? Yeah. Our deadline will be January 1st, the new year. I know, I just figured this out on camera. But if I don't get even one we'll say I will need 2 comments, and no, if I do know that the same user used 2 comments, I will not count it. But since I have a very low base and I don't usually get comments, I'll just say 2 comments from 2 different people that say that they want to see the video. I'll do it because that means it's at least worth my while that 2 people will watch it. Man, that sounds sad compared to other YouTubers, but hey, we work our way up to the top. And sorry if I don't post as much, because you have to remember, since I'm a small channel, I don't worry about posting as much as bigger YouTubers. But also, school year started, I'm working on schoolwork, and I'm at a new school, so I'm also working on making new friends, and I'm going to be stressed out because I'm also with my health problems and my surgery coming up. And I also did get my surgery. I did get another plan for my next surgery. Okay, we'll talk about that for a little. My surgery that's coming up is going to be the same one where I'm expanding the bottom of my throat. Actually, it's technically right here. Bottom of my throat. And it will be with the balloon still. The only thing different is I have to stay 24 hours after in the hospital this time. Why is because I was in so much pain last time I couldn't even pick up the camera to record myself in pain because I was in that much pain. And I don't want to be in that much pain again, so they're going to keep me so they can, give me the right medicine to make me not feel like I'm dying. So I'm going to stay 24 hours after. I don't want to do another surgery videos walking you through because last time it was really long and a lot of it was just random dumb footage that didn't even relate to my surgery. But I will have the camera near me, and I'm not, once again, not gonna film an actual video for it, but if I have little clips I'm like being absolutely like an idiot, I'm going to show you. Yes, I have. I mean, that's just the YouTuber coming out of me. If I'm an absolute idiot, I'm going to show you. But I have that planned in October, so I'm getting it a few weeks-ish. There's only 4 weeks in a month. I mean, it's in a few weeks, technically. But, that's lovely. It's in October. They're probably going to hurt my throat again, but they're trying this. We'll probably talk about other options there if they rip my throat again, because I'm going to get pretty mad if they rip my throat again. That's where we are on my throat surgeries right now. I have one planned. I'll keep you updated on that. Hopefully my next video will be where's my mini zoo, because I moved and I have different and less animals or more animals. Plus and minus some. It's true, I did minus some, but I also plus some. So we're putting it in right now here. Simple June 1st. January, not June. January 1st, 2023. 2023. I don't know. I can't say dates right. So we'll do. Ah. Hospital video. Check. And then we will check it. And then now it's set. Try to reach that deadline. And it is super easy goal, guys. And to be honest, if it's all from my family, I will only count one of them. So if I get like 5 comments from my family, I'll say it's one comment, and then that's how that works, because if not, I'm going to have 100 comments from my family members, and I'm obviously going to do it. But, alright guys, remember, follow the shadows, they lead to light, and have a great day. I'll see you guys next time.